Walt Disney brand started with Snow White, and it looks like, unfortunately, it could end with Snow White.
Weird.
Namaste to all of you. This is Anvi Prabhu. Welcome back to my channel, The Anvi Prabhu Show. We have spoken so much about Snow White live-action remake and the unfortunate series of debacles that it has been facing since the very beginning. And now, when it is finally time for the movie to be out in the public and released, Disney has cancelled the premiere event. Before we delve into the story, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel, like the video, share the video, and also press the notification icon so that you don't miss out on any of my future episodes. Snow White is one of the most beloved Disney princesses. It is still the top grossing animated movies and it won a huge number of Oscars, the original one obviously. It is based on the Brothers Grimm 1812 edition of a German fairy tale. Now, if you don't know about Disney premieres, these are basically huge events when a movie is going to be premiered and put out into the public. These are massive events with a lot of press coverage, a lot of interviews and red carpets and a lot of stars being present there, etc, etc. But in this case, Disney chose to have a event at a castle in Spain, which had originally inspired the Snow White story. And here are some bits from it. This report says that the premiere for Snow White remake was relocated to a remote castle in Segovia, northwest of Madrid city, after Disney were forced to change the promo amid backlash against the film's woke themes and stars Rachel and Gal Gadot. I wonder why the backlash though. Film bosses had originally planned to stage a glittering Hollywood soiree worthy of the staggering $269.4 million spent on making the movie, with events planned in LA, London, and around the world. Yet, amid a series of scandals and PR nightmares surrounding the remake, Disney scaled back the planned lavish premieres to a handful of tightly controlled press events. The biggest of these is now thousands of miles away from the media's glare, with Rachel, who plays Snow White, and Gal Gadot, who plays the Evil Queen, jetting to Segovia, which boasts a population of just 51,000. Rachel entertained those who were invited to the premiere as she performed Waiting on a Wish, an original song written for the film. I wonder why, and the reasons are too many. Firstly, when you take a classic like this, sure, there is room for interpretation and reworking it, but you can't do it by degrading the original classic, which is so very beloved by generations of people.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. And so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in.
Not that being independent and free and being a girl boss is a bad ideal to teach to a young woman, of course not. But what is the context here? Like, you can make a brand new movie if you want to, extolling all these ideals, but you can't take a classic and then shove your woke ideology down its throat. And this is exactly the reason for the failure of the woke everywhere. These people are so unhinged, they are so very blindly devoted to these woke ideologies that they want to shove it down the throats of everyone and of every film, every movie, every art, every painting, every political discussion, everywhere. But people are not dumb. People are not going to take it. And also to take a character like Snow White, which is known for its romanticism, it is known for its sense of beauty and, that sense of fairy tale-like ending with, the love of your life and that sense of magic within it. Why on earth would anyone completely discard it? Reworking it is different, interpreting it is different, but that is not what has been done here. And also you completely discard the original prince character, not just the character in the story, but also the actor who plays that character is completely negated and downgraded.
People will assume it's a love story just because, we cast a guy in the movie, right. Andrew Burnap. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Again, women really don't need to be told to be girl bosses or to be good housewives. I think we're all in a position where we can make those decisions for ourselves. And I think this woke sermonizing has gone a bit too far and it's not succeeding anymore. Those ideals are not bad ideals, to say the least, but there is a context to everything. There is a time and place for everything. Secondly, it's a very funny thing that I came to know recently. So in the original story, it's about a queen who wishes for a daughter whose skin is white as snow, which is where Snow White comes from, and lips red as blood and hair black like ebony. But in this remake, the backstory for why Snow White is named as Snow White, or why she becomes Snow White, is completely turned on its head. It's because apparently she survived a snowstorm, and so she's named as Snow White. There has to be some respect for the original. Again, this sense of being politically correct all the time and to pander to woke ideologies again, like, the white are bad and the blacks and the browns, they need to be somehow saved. People are getting tired of it. And no wonder this is the most downvoted YouTube video in the history of YouTube videos, because the audience is not dumb. Now, apart from the context of the movie, like, nobody has forgotten the uncalled for comments that Rachel Zeglar has made politically. When Trump won the elections, sure, you might not agree with him, you might not agree with the party. That is completely your prerogative. That is completely okay. But to wish for every person who voted for Trump to never know peace, that's vile. No matter who does it, no matter which person of which political aisle does it, it is vile and wicked. And coming back to my first very original question. Now, this was started to be a live action remake, but when you look at the trailer, we've spoken about this before in the previous video, why are there animated dwarfs? And of course, you remember the whole saga with Peter Dinklage, and what a wonderful opportunity was lost to actually cast actors who suffered from dwarfism. Like, on one side, it is supposed to be all about equality and diversity, but then when the actual opportunity is there to cast diverse actors, they took diverse actors into a whole new meaning, and it was not successful. I'd like to end this video by genuinely asking, what exactly is this movie achieving? What is this remake offering to the audience artistically, creatively? What is it exactly giving us apart from sermonizing and woke ideologies, which we are all tired of? If you have any thoughts about this, please do let me know in the comments, and don't forget to join in the conversation. I would love to hear your thoughts and your opinions. Until next time, take care.